Hello, Didn't take care again. Today we've got an ITEL A37, model number A571W, right? And apparently the client is complaining about issues receiving calls. They're unable to hear when having conversation on the phone, except if they're using the loudspeaker, which is not always convenient, as you would know. So I had already taken the liberty of opening up the phone. So sorry, you guys don't get to experience that. But it's opened up now, and we can take a look inside. Um, it's basic components, not too uh, loud, not too shabby. But given the complaints that were made, the culprit has got to be the front, this little guy right here, the front facing speaker. Right, I had already taken it out, just putting it back there so you guys can see. This is what it is. This tiny little thing, barely the size of a fingernail. Um, and that's what has been causing the havoc. I already took the liberty of going to purchase a new one. It comes in this very little pack right here. So we've got it. All we've got to do is to set it back in place right here and couple the phone back up. That's basically it. By the time we're done, we're going to run the test again. So I'll close it up, but first let's put in the old one and see the exact complaint that it was having. Put in a SIM card. And we'll try to make a call. So I'm going to put it on speakerphone just so I can know what is going on. This has to be tightly closed, else you wouldn't hear anything either way. As you can listen, it rings when on speakerphone. And it's off speaker. You can hear it loudly, but then it's off speaker. This little okay, I don't know what happened. I tested this several times before I went to purchase the speaker, and now this device just chose to work. No, it must not work. Look at this. What is going on? Let me try again, just to be sure. This thing is working. Why? How? What? So what was your problem? Or was it because I put in the new one you now started working? What's I don't understand. Or is this the new one? No, I have to figure this out now. Right. I've got to be sure. Because I took it out the first time and put it back in just to be sure it just wasn't, dirty or something. And it didn't seem to work. Yeah, this is the old one. I can tell because of the this is the kind of glue that was attached to it before. So this is the old one, and this is the new one right here. So apparently the old one works, and I am not a big fan of not knowing why something works. I have to know what caused it, and it's a bit difficult here. The best explanation I can come up with was that it was dirty or something in some area, and then working. But I tried cleaning it before going to buy this. The new one, and it still didn't work. But I had put in the new one where I got it, tested it, and it worked. Right. So I don't know if this gave life to it back and then transmitted it to the new one. I'm just roaming around here trying to figure out, explain why this works now. Now I don't want to put in the old one, which might be faulty, and then give issues later on. I don't want the new one to waste either. So I'm just going to put in the new one. And just let it be, because I'm tired of itel phones. Honestly, I'm tired. But things like this happen with other devices as well. So let me not throw shades at itel. Just right now. So this is speaker. This is. Oh, it works. Apparently the new one is not as loud as the old one. I don't know if you can hear that. So, just so I don't feel like this was a total waste of time, at least the case of the older one didn't have the volume buttons on it anymore. So because I wasn't able to just get the volume buttons, it comes in a new case. So person gets a case with it now, apparently. So button comes in a case, and then there's a brand new case on this, just to have that functionality available. Right. I was struggling between recording this video and not recording it. I don't know what to think now, because I went through this effort to make sure I record this video, and now this thing wants to make me feel like I've wasted my time. But God is in heaven. I will not be ashamed. So I'm just going to put it all back together. Tedious process, because there were like 15 to 20 screws on this small device. I'm not just going to say anything. There's just way too many screws, man. Way too many screws. Don't know if they were trying to make up for the not so great fun they have done. Don't mind me, I like throwing shades on itel. I do, I really do. They put in so much effort to create the worst phones available to mankind. But you can't hate them, because they're still one of the largest selling phone brands in Africa. They have their target audience and their target market, and their target market loves them. Right? I know a person who is an itel ambassador. He sells phones to people, like that's his job. He sells devices and gadgets, and he would recommend an itel device to you, come rain, come shine. I wonder if it made me wonder if they were actually putting money in his account for that, because every customer, every client he owns an itel. He owns about 2 or 3 itel phones at the same time. Guy, why? Why not just you could have used the money you bought those 3 for to buy one good phone that would give you what you want. all that does was make me believe that it was a conscious choice. It wasn't based on circumstance, which most idol users just happen to it, that's the situation they are in, right? Where they're looking for a cheap device, something for value for money. Okay, I wouldn't even call it value for money. It's just cheap. And he chose to get 3 of them. So I wouldn't say he doesn't he's broke, or he doesn't have that much money to buy a good phone, and he has access to phones, and he chose either. I still don't know why he does that, right? Hopefully I get to find out later on. Probably they pay him, because that's the only explanation I have right now. But big ups to Itel though. They are providing for the masses. It's not easy in this country. Phone has always been considered a luxury, but with Itel, all things are possible, apparently. Okay, maybe not the right choice of words, but yeah. And I have misplaced 2 screws. Yay, okay me. I saw one fall, but I'm not going to look for it and pick it up. But there are some clients that will just go and check their phone and say, my screws are not complete. Do you want to use the screw to buy beans or something? You want it to buy food? It's not complete, your phone not working. What's your problem? What is your problem? But the one you are supposed to be complete, and what can you say? The customers are always wrong. But you have to tell them that they are right. No, I just can't do that. I can't do that. Okay, so apparently this case comes with a puzzle. This is terrible production, I know, and I'm still going to post this video like this, so it's going to be one of the first on this channel. And I'm not dragging around with anybody. I'm taking life JJ. I don't know who would want to watch videos like this, but I feel like this is what I'm good at. If there's anything I'm going to create content from, it will be this. No, but this thing should enter the hole that you are meant to enter. If I leave you now, you come out again. I'll go the other side. All I'm doing, I'm trying to let this stay. It's just jumping all over the place. At first, I honestly didn't believe the speakers of this one was bad, because speakers, especially front-facing speakers, hardly ever go bad, except I don't think water damage water damage could cause significant damage, or if it was physically tampered with, most likely during a previous repair. And I'm pretty sure I'm the only one that's touched this phone. I'm the only person this person trusts to touch this phone. It's precious to them. I would have said it was my fault, but after I fixed the phone the last time I did, what did I repair on it? I think I can remember. I think it was the screen. Was it? Probably was the screen. Yes, I believe it was the screen. It worked, I think, for a few months, couple of weeks rather. I think it should be over 2 months. And everything was working fine. And one day, like, she couldn't hear phone calls anymore. Like, okay, sure, bring it whenever you have chance. And apparently she never did have chance, and it's been almost 3.5 months since I last repaired it, and this thing is stressing my life. I'm not doing it again. I'll just do it like that. When you're opening the back of your phone, be careful if it falls. Yeah, my mind cannot carry that kind of mediocre work. My mind cannot carry it. It has to work, it has to be perfect. I can't do that. I can't do that to you. It's not even the clients now, I just can't do that to myself. This video is getting too long. Oh, yeah. I don't know what exactly you guys are seeing. You guys are just seeing me turn things around and looking at my face while I'm doing all this, my facial expressions. But I don't know what to tell you. Just stay there this long. I don't know if it's worth it. Probably I have to ask you what was so interesting about the video that made you stay. If there's anybody watching. Okay. I think we've got good enough. Oh, Jesus is glue. The worst part is that I can't use glue on this. It's because it's a movable part. Okay, I think we've got it stable to some extent. And let's run it. Yeah, buttons are pressing quite nicely. With the wallpaper, I think it's a young lady that owns this device. It's actually a much older woman. Right. But I think she has daughters that play around with it. Hence the wallpaper. Okay. Maybe we're good. Let's test out the front-facing speakers again. I'm smiling because after doing all that and then the speaker doesn't work. It might sound funny, but it has happened before, and it's not funny. Okay, loudspeaker is working, which as it should be, and